Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title of the video, today I'm going to be talking about like private phone buyers, kind of the ups and downs, how you exactly find them, and how I ended up selling like my first one just recently. He ended up just receiving the phone today, texted me that everything was perfect, and that he said he can't wait to be doing business with me in the future. So I'm going to kind of go over all those aspects in today's video. So obviously before I get into it, I have to plug the channel. So if you're not subscribed to the family, definitely hit that little subscription button down below. We're almost to 600 subs, which I'm super stoked about. And if you enjoyed today's video, pause the video right now, give it a thumbs up. I know you guys will find a lot of value in it, so don't even wait to the end of the video. I just appreciate that thumbs up. But getting right into it, iPhone private buyers. So as you guys know, we basically put out ads out there to have people come to us and sell their phones to us. So when we actually go ahead, buy them and resell them. So the two ways I've truly promoted on this channel is either sell locally or on eBay. And to be honest, there is another kind of way you can do it. There's a couple different ways that you can sell to swap and you can sell to private buyers. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on in today's video. And if you guys don't know, I told you I'd tell you exactly how my transaction went, because I ended up selling my first phone to an iPhone private buyer. And so for me, I'm a skeptical investor, so it took me a long time. A lot of people have been coming to me for quite some time now saying that they buy iPhones and then it's just quick transactions. You avoid eBay fees and everything like that just through PayPal. It's secure, and I've always kind of been kind of hesitant of it. And I really wanted to get good at just selling locally and on eBay. And then once I felt comfortable doing that, and then I could tap out in other markets where I truly wanted to scale. That's when I started kind of taking it seriously, when people came to me as an iPhone private buyers, and they also buy Samsung along with that as well. But a great thing about iPhone private buyers is, again, yes, you avoid eBay fees, and that's 10%. And a lot of the times when you buy these expensive phones or actually selling them, you're actually paying 10% of $700 to $1,000. So that can add up to $100, and that's really annoying. Obviously, all that is taking out of our profit. So, but for us, we take into account when we're actually appraising a phone, taking out those fees, so we're actually getting the profit we know. But imagine adding an extra 50 to $100 on that. That's what's really cool about it, and I don't feel bad waiting this long. But honestly, I'll tell you guys exactly how I ended up finding him. Well, to be honest, I didn't really do anything. He simply came to me. I ended up selling a phone to him on eBay. I think it was a bad ESN, or it was a finance phone, and he ended up buying it. A quick transaction. Really nice guy. We ended up having a conversation, just really appreciate it. He ended up getting the phone, and he was like, hey, I recognize you sell other phones. Definitely reach out to me if you ever have any. I love to buy iCloud locked, bad ESN, kind of anything. And so he ended up giving me his contact information. It was a little picture with his WhatsApp number. So I ended up texting him, and this was a couple weeks ago, so this didn't happen right away. I ended up messaging him. It was kind of back and forth exactly. Just kind of small chatting, saying, I was just asking him a lot of questions, like if he has an LLC, if I can look it up, and he did have one. It was an official LLC, it has an address and everything like that. I looked it up per that state. And then I was just kind of texting him, telling him what kind of phones I buy, and starting to gauge what kind of prices he would necessarily give me. And I'll be honest, I'm not going to be using him all the time, simply because I'm going to have to, the ones I sell to him have to be pretty darn cheap for me to make the profit that I want. Otherwise, I could be making that same profit, or a lot of the times more, selling it on eBay. But a lot of the time, I have eBay seller limits, and I'm guessing most of you do as well. So when I get to that limit, that might be the avenue I go. So it might be more of an end of the month kind of push with him. And depending on the type of phone that I have, I might try to sell to him. But for him, he gave me his price chart. It was pretty official, and that was one way. I knew that he's worked with other people and he knew what he was doing. And he said my prices change every Friday, so it takes effect on the Monday. So I knew that he was a legit seller. He's not just keeping the same price, and he wasn't just going to take my money. But again, there was that risk of some things that I don't even know about that could happen, and I still don't know if he could scam me. But I ended up getting my money. He paid me right away, so he had no caution doing that. He said, here's the money, ship it out. And so he was kind of like I was kind of like, like maybe he knows some way to get that money back. But he was texting me throughout the process saying, hey, just making sure you're gonna upload, give me that tracking number. When are you gonna go like actually ship the phone? I shipped it next day because I want to keep that one-day business handling time as I do on eBay. And I just want to keep him happy, especially with our first transaction. He just messaged me literally today that he got the phone, everything looked good, and everything's been good since then. And I mean, the money's already in my account because it's been like 3-4 days because it was over the weekend and I couldn't ship it, but like the money's in my account and it's pretty much secure. So like kind of how you guys can find them honestly is you can't do much. It's all about other people reaching out, and I've seen people get it through like Facebook Marketplace. A guy reached out to me before. I get a bunch through Craigslist because that's a pretty popular platform around the US. Facebook Marketplace is a little bit more new. And then mainly through eBay, and I haven't had any trouble through eBay saying like, hey, like we saw something that your account like was trying to reach out outside of eBay and do transactions outside of the platform. So I think I got lucky on that aspect. I don't know, it's because he sent a picture maybe of his contact information that they didn't track it or anything like that, but 99% of them come through eBay. So if you guys are looking for that route, don't really go out there looking for it because I don't think you can necessarily find it, one, and two, you might just find the wrong type of person that could potentially scam you. And these people will reach out to you. He had something like 750 reviews on eBay, 100% positive feedback. So that was a good sign for me, and that's one thing you guys should look for if you are looking for private buyers. And private buyers are great if you're having iCloud locked phones, bad ESN phones, and just looking to avoid eBay fees. A lot of the time, I'll be honest, as I said before, I'm not going to be selling him every single phone of mine simply because, one, I don't want to just keep pushing him a lot of phones, potentially get scammed within like a week's time. So I kind of want to test it out. I did a cheaper phone in the beginning just to kind of see it out. I didn't really mind losing those profits. It would suck, but I just had to take that leap of faith with him. So again, I mean, if you guys are interested in it, it's just a time thing. I mean, I didn't start getting those until people started seeing a lot more reviews on my eBay profile, and I started putting out a lot of ads and a lot of phones in general. So that's really the only way you guys can find these buyers, and it's a great way once you do to kind of mitigate it. As I said, don't go right into it. I took a couple weeks to really find out as much information on him as I could, with obviously trying not to give as much information about me because I want my security safe as well. But I mean, he knows my first name, I know his first name, and we've had a good relationship so far. So I'll obviously keep you guys up to date on exactly how that transaction continue to go with every phone that I have. If there's something goes wrong, I will be as transparent with you guys as possible. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you definitely liked it, definitely give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it if you haven't already. And again, if you haven't already, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate you hitting that little subscription button down below. If you don't have an account with YouTube, just sign up. It's super easy, and you pretty much get notifications every time I upload a video, because sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I've been a little bit kind of inconsistent, but I'm going to be posting every single day, hopefully from now on. So again, if you made it to this far in the video, I really appreciate you. You mean the world to me. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.